Sorry about that. The announcements came on. I'm going to start 4 over again. The figure in each step is created using blocks. All right, this is for the midterm. All right, this is a review for the midterm. So it's with these blocks, and you see we got blocks here, here for the first 3. You notice I counted them. The first block has 5. The second block has 7. The third block has 9. So, or the third figure, I should say, not the third block. Okay. So describe the pattern. Describe the pattern in words. I give the starting value, the starting number of blocks, starts with 5, and then I just say what we do each time. We add 2 each time, and that's a description. It says write the explicit rule for this sequence. So the explicit rule will be a sub n equals a sub 1 plus this common difference of d, and by the way, if we're adding 2 each time, d equals 2 times n minus 1. All right? Again, these formulas are going to be given to you on an equation sheet. So let's plug in the information we have. We have step 1, a sub 1 is 5. We add 2 parentheses n minus 1. All right? You can leave it like this, which I would, because that's all I asked you for. Or if you wanted to write it in simplified form, you could go further, which I would not recommend, but I'm just going to show it to you. You distribute the 2. All right? And then you combine like terms, and you have that. So you can it's either one. It's either this or just leave it like that. All right? All right. A baby elephant can weigh between 200 and 300 pounds, okay, at birth, making them the largest baby animals on land. The weight of the baby gains daily over the first 6 months, okay, modeled by a linear relationship. And here's the linear relationship, okay. The equation models the weight in pounds, so y is in pounds, of a baby elephant x days. So x is the number of days. So how much did the baby elephant weigh at birth? Well, at birth, x is 0, because it's 0 days old. So the weight is 239 pounds. I used units because they told us units. LBS is pounds, abbreviation. According to the model, how much weight does the elephant gain per day? Well, according to this, it's going to be the slope. So m equals 2, so it gains 2 pounds per day, all right? And it's the slope of the line. Because the slope is the rate of change. All right, notice I'm using units. You got to use units on your answers. All right, Michael's with 2, or Michelle's with 2 A's. Michelle's pool is partially full, and he is using water from a garden hose to add water. The hose adds water to the pool at a rate of 9 gallons per minute. That's important. That gives you the rate. How do you know it's a rate? Because it's per minute. After the hose has been filling the pool for 120 minutes, the pool contains 7,580 gallons. So that's an ordered pair. So they give you a point. They said 120 minutes, and the y value would be 7,580. Okay? So we have a point and we have a slope. Write the equation in point-slope form. So this would be y equals 7580. That's y1. Remember, y1 is just the y value of the point given, to plus 9x minus 120. How much water was in the pool when Mishael started filling it with the hose? Well, when he started filling it, x, which is the time, is 0. So it would be y equals 7,580 plus 9. X is 0. 0 minus 120, just negative 120. And when you add that together, it's 6,500 gallons. Okay. when he started filling the pool. The pool will contain a total of 15,000 gallons of water after it is filled. How many minutes X will it take for the hose to fill the pool? Well, we know that we have 15,000 gallons, right? And we have an equation for the amount of gallons in the pool as a function of time. So I'm just going to, and that's 7580 plus 9x minus 120, and I'm going to solve for x. Well, how do you solve for x? We got to strip everything off of this x. Remember, this is just a basic solving a linear equation. So I'm going to subtract 15,000 minus 7580. 1 2 3 minus 7580, or 7,580, and that's 7420. Oh. So now we have 7,420 equals 9 parentheses x minus 120. We're still solving for x, so we're trying to rip everything off of this x. Well, we have to get rid of this 9, so we're going to divide both sides by 9. Okay? And when you do that, you get 824.444 repeating. All right, and that equals x minus 120. Add the 120 to both sides, and you get 944. So how many minutes it will take? 944.44 repeating minutes. You could also just said 94.44 minutes, because to 2 decimal places is fine. But I'm showing you that my calculator gave me a repeating decimal. All right, number 7. The recursive formula describes an arithmetic sequence. All right, find a of 15. Well, they gave us that a of 1 is 62, and then the new term, remember what this recursive means. The new term equals the old term plus 5. So we're adding 5 each time. So if we start with the first term being 62 and we have to add 5, we have to add 14 more 5s because they want the 15th term. So here's the first. Now we have to add 14 of these 5s. So it'll be 62 plus 5 times 14. And that works out to be 132. Oops, sorry. 132. Now it says find the sum of the first 15 terms in the sequence. Well, the sum of the first n terms, this is the formula. I'm just writing in here, but you will be given this on an equation sheet. It'll be that. That's the formula. So for this, it'll be S of 15 would equal 15 over 2 times A1, which is 62, plus 132. You type that into your calculator, and it'll spit out 1,455. So that's the sum of the first 15. The other option would be to list all 15 terms, 62, 67, 72, adding 5 each time, and then add them all up. Okay? But that was the form, and you can do that, and you'll also get 1,455 if you are careful and do it correctly. This is just quicker. All right? Now, 8, a portion of a geometric sequence is shown in the table. They tell you it's a geometric. So that means A sub n equals R times A sub n minus 1. To find R, all we have to do is divide. So I'm going to divide 486 by 162 to find R. So R is 486 divided by 162, which equals 3. All right, so we're multiplying by 3 each time. So then when they want to find A sub 1, if we're multiplying by 3, right, we're multiplying by 3 to go from left to right. To go to the left, or go from right to left, we have to divide by 3. You have to undo the multiplying. So to find the value of A sub 1, we'll start with 162 divided by, I'm not going to write it like that, I'm going to write it the way you should get used to seeing. 162 divided by 3, which is some number, which I'm going to have to calculate because I don't know this off the, overflow. I don't know what that was. 162 divided by 3 is 54. So that's n equals 2. Then we divide by 3 again, and that's 18. Okay, so n equals 1 is 18, and we have a sub 1 equals 18. So we have the first term. Write an explicit formula for the sequence. All right, a sub n equals, this is geometric, so it'll be equals a sub 1 times r. Okay, so to the n minus 1. Again, you'll be given this formula. So a sub n equals r was 3 times 18. Oh, excuse me, sorry. It will be 18 times the r, which is 3, to the n minus 1 power. Okay, think about it. When n equals 1, you have 3 to the 0, which is 1, and it's 1 times 18 is 18, so it matches the first term. And then if you plug in n equals 3, 18 times 9 works out to be 162. And you could check the rest of them. But that's how you do it. It's not challenging. And again, these formulas are given to you. A linear relationship exists between x and y that can be written as 4x plus 15y equals c. And they want to know, find the value of c. And they give you a table of values. Well, notice, right here, they give you the value of y when x is 0. If x is 0, we have 0 plus 15. What's the y value? 4 times 14 is equal to c. Well, why did I write 0 here? Because 4 times 0 is 0. So you just got to figure out what 15 times 14 is. And 15 times 14 gives you a c value equal to 210. Okay? So this is just thinking. You have to look at the equation and use some intelligence. It's not hard. All right? Write an equation for the linear relationship shown on the graph. So they gave us 2 points and a line. From these 2 points, you can see what the y-intercept is. You can count to get the slope. You can either count from here, going up, that's 4, and then to the right, 8. So m, which is rise over run, is simply 2 over 4. Positive, sorry, because we're going up and to the right. So it's a positive 2. Did I say 2? It's 8 over 4. I don't know why I wrote 2, because I know that when you do the ratio, it's going to reduce. It's 4. So it'll be up 4 to the right, 8, which reduces to 1 over 2. So we got m. We have the y-intercept of -4, so we can write y equals 1/2 x minus 4. You could also use point slope. Y equals -3. That's y1 plus 1/2 parentheses x minus 2. That's another equation that works. And you could use the third point, 8, 0. So y equals 0 plus 1/2 x minus 8. All of these, if you reduce both of these, if you do the algebraic steps, you will end up with that equation in slope-intercept form. All right, so any of those equations would work because they don't specify. All right, and that is the first half of the review for your midterm. All right, stay tuned for the second half.